Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Åshild. Today I'm going to give you an update on my Pandos eyeshadows for this year. I have 5 eyeshadows included. I managed to reach my goal on 2 of the shadows that are in the project right now. So I'm really excited to roll in 2 new shades this time, but we're going to start on the top and I'm going to show you my progress on my Wet n Wild Nutty eyeshadow. This is what it looks like. So this is the eyeshadow I have used the least amount of times. It is, I think I've just used it a couple, two to three times. 40 in total so far this year. So I have a goal, which is to hit pan on this one. So hopefully I will. I love this eyeshadow. I don't have a problem using it. I've just done eyeshadow looks with some of the other eyeshadows that are in my project pan instead. So it's just kind of been on the back burner, but I'm gonna have to try to focus on this going forward. So 40 uses on that one. And then next we have the Inglot Gold eyeshadow number 155. This is what that one looks like. I have used this 45 times. I have found that the pink shade from Inglot that I included last time really goes well with this eyeshadow. I have it on today. Like, this gold shade is on the outer part of my lid and then the pink shade is in the inner part. And I really enjoy that. So I've been using it for that, and just really easy to combine with all sorts of colors, warm and cool toned colors. I love to have a gold eyeshadow like this in my project, but it's going to take me some time. My goal is to hit pan on it, but I am far from my goal, so it's just going to stay around for probably the rest of this year. I hope I'm going to be able to hit pan, but we'll see. Then we have the first eyeshadow I managed to hit my goal on for this time around. It is the Cocoa Bear from MakeupGeek. My goal was to hit pan on it, and I have the tiniest pan after 27 uses in total. This is what it looks like. I have absolutely loved using this eyeshadow. I know for sure it's going to stay in my collection, even though it is one of the oldest eyeshadows I have, but this is just a diamond for me. It just brings out the colors of my eyes so well, and it's a unique, I feel like it's a unique brown eyeshadow. It looks so plain and simple in the pan, but it's just, I don't have anything like this, so I really love this shade. But I'm going to be rolling it out today and roll in a new shade to work on, so I'm excited about that. But then we have the next shade or eyeshadow that I was able to reach my goal on, which is the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in Champagne Crystal. So the goal for this eyeshadow was to use it for 30 times, and I have. And this is what it looks like now. I'm glad I'm done with this one. This was one of those shades, you know, a lot of the times when you include an eyeshadow you haven't been able to use as much in your collection in one of these project pans, you realize that, oh, you actually kind of like it, you know, maybe something that has been on the chopping block, you've really considered decluttering it, and finally you have it in one of these project pans and you force yourself to find new ways to use it. And for me, a lot of the times I end up really enjoying these kinds of shades that I don't think I'm typically going to like. And this was kind of the opposite. I was really enjoying this for the first few times that I had already used it, when it wasn't in a project pan, and the first few times that I used it after I've included After I've included it in my project pan, I did like it, but as time went by, the more I used it, the more I disliked it. I don't find this enjoyable to apply. I find it's a bit drying. It is irritating to my skin. It flakes and has lots of fallout, even though it's a cream eyeshadow. It doesn't work on my lids because it's sort of crusty, and I just don't like this. So unfortunately, that's how I feel about this. So yeah, I will not be missing this. I'm glad I'm done with this in my project pan. I'm glad I reached my goal. And I will deeply consider decluttering this because it was not a pleasure to use it. And the last shade that is in my project pan at this moment is from Inglot, this pink eyeshadow in number 431. This is what that one looks like. So this again was one of those shades that I was uncertain about. I don't organically reach for this. I've worn it like a handful of times previously, and it hasn't been a favorite of mine. It's still not a favorite of mine. My goal was to use it 30 times. I've so far used it 17, but I will say I have learned to really enjoy this. I find that I like it more than I thought. So really happy about this eyeshadow actually, and yeah, I can't see me having a problem using it for 30 times. Again, like I said, I have it on my eyes today. I really like it. I've combined it with pastel shades and the gold eyeshadow in my project pan. I think it's a really nice lid shade, basically. The number is 431, by the way. So those were all of the shades. I will be rolling out the e.l.f. eyeshadow and my MakeupGeek eyeshadow, and I'm going to be rolling out some new ones. But first, let me look at the looks that I've been creating for this last few weeks. Not a whole lot because I've been going really minimal with my makeup lately, but we'll see. Okay, this first one just shows how I put the pink eyeshadow kind of in focus. So I did that one just all over the lid and just a matte pink from the Norvina palette, and I deepened it a little bit with a darker pink from W7 My Atlantis palette. This next one was a more, how do I say this, like a neutral eyeshadow look with some colors here and there. So I used the mint shade and the orange shade from Pastels. I didn't bring my eyeshadow palettes right now, but yeah, the mint and orange shade from Pastels, the Pastels palette from Beauty Bay, a brown shade from W7, my Azure liner, which is in my project pan from NYX, and the gold Inglot shade on the lid. So I kind of liked how that turned out. This next look, I did quite a bit of eyeshadows. The Inglot Gold shade on the lid with a bit of brown in the outer corner from W7 My Atlantis palette. I did the Gold Digger eyeliner from Makeup Store. I did the orange shade from BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland in kind of like the inner part of my lid, and I followed through with the yellow eyeliner from LH Cosmetics as sort of like an inner corner color. And then I used the blue eyeshadow from the So Jaded palette from Colourpop as an eyeliner, and then also the green shade from the Beauty Bay Pastels palette as an lower lash liner. Yeah, and I thought that turned out pretty nice. Next I did Eccentric from the Norvina palette, which is like a matte neutral shade. Then again a yellow in the inner corner, but this time it was an eyeshadow from my Pastels palette from Beauty Bay. Then I did Nutty on the lid, the green matte was sort of mixed in with that Eccentric shadow. The green matte from, sorry, this is so chaotic. The green matte shade from my Natasha Denona mini retro palette, sort of as to deepen the outer corner. Then I did a green eyeliner from Makeup Store and the Azure liner from NYX. Then I've been really into green eyeshadows lately. I just haven't found the perfect one within my current makeup collection, but we'll get to that in a different video. I want to talk more about my green obsession. But anyways, I did a look using the green shade from So Jaded from Colourpop, and then a matte muted olive green from So Jaded, and then a metallic green from the BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland, and then I used the matte gray shade from the Essence palette called I Like to Move It, like in the crease, and then I did that lavender and beige like metallic shade from the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. And then lastly I did the pink metallic shade from Inglot that is in my Pandos eyeshadows project. So it's kind of a complex eyeshadow look, but I'm just having a lot of fun mixing different shades from different palettes. I just find that's really inspiring right now. Lastly, again, more of a green pink toned look, but this time it was more of a pastel theme. So I did again the Inglot pink shade on my lid, sort of in the inner part of my lid, and on the outer part of my lid was the green shade from my Pastels palette from Beauty Bay. Then I mixed the matte green shade from the So Jaded palette with a matte nude, and that was sort of my crease shade. And then I just did a minty eyeliner that was a part of the Pastels theme thing when the Pastels palette came out from Beauty Bay. Alright, that was it. That was a lot. I wasn't aware that I had done so many eyeshadow looks that was more complex. I just told you I was just trying to do simple makeup looks, but apart from these makeup looks, they were all pretty simple. Alright, so I'm gonna find my Tiny Decisions app and I'm gonna roll in 2 new shades to combine in this project. So this is really exciting. This is so much fun, always. All right, here we have the wheel. So let's just tap it, see what comes up. Ooh, Luna. Just says Luna. I think that's from MakeupGeek. I'm gonna check it out in just a second. Let's roll it again. The Inglot Light Blue, I've already have that one in my project pan this year, so I'm gonna roll it one more time. I wanna make sure that I'm working on eyeshadows I haven't already worked on. The Inglot Matte Light Taupe has not been in my project pan so far this year, so I'm gonna go grab those and I'll be right back. Alright, I just grabbed them and I'm so excited because I love both of these shades. I had kind of forgotten what Luna was all about. I haven't used that in so long. The Inglot shade that I picked was in number 344, and this is one of the Inglot shades that I've used quite a lot. It's very unique. It has this just perfect amount of cool tone. So I really enjoy it for my cool tone looks, and I think this would be great to pair with a lot of my favorite shades, like the Nutty shade, for instance. I think that would be perfect. So I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna think about my goal when it comes to this. I'm just gonna show you Luna and then swatch them all in my hand before I decide. This is Luna from MakeupGeek, one of my older shades in my collection, or both of these are very old, by the way. This is what that one looks like. So pretty. I'm gonna swatch them and we'll make a decision. There they are all swatched. Let's see. Is that beautiful or what? Oh wow. Then we have the gold shade. I mean, that is just beautiful. Look at that. A lot of like soft, muted tones that I think I will really enjoy. I think it's gonna be so much fun. And that Luna shade. So on top we have the Inglot shade that I just rolled in, the matte light taupe, and then underneath that one we have the MakeupGeek Luna, then we have Nutty from Wet n Wild, and then we have the Inglot light pink metallic shade, and then finally at the bottom we have the Inglot metallic gold. My decision is I'm gonna try to hit pan on both of those. Yeah. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh. I am just about to start packing for a 2-week vacation, and I think these are going to be perfect for the trip. I'm just going to figure out what shades to combine these with to make some different varieties and completed looks. I'm looking forward to be using these. So again, thank you so much for watching these videos. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.